Okay, this is the video where I let you all know who won the custom Super Nintendo and extras from the L1 Games trade contest. So, let me first start by saying thank you to everyone who's been watching the videos, and thanks for all the support and all the great comments everyone's left, and all the people who spent so much time watching all the videos. And I also want to thank everyone who entered the contest. All your entries were great. Everything was considered, but unfortunately there could only be one winner. There was a lot of stuff there that I found really interesting that I really liked. So it was really pretty difficult. Let me jump into it by starting off with some honorable mentions. If I don't mention your video, please don't think it was not a good video. It's just that I don't have a lot of time. I have to do this in under 10 minutes. So, incoming, Joe. Your entry was late, so, I was kind of iffy about it, but even so, I still had to eliminate it because, although the sword was very cool, I have about 20 swords in a closet at home because I used to collect them, and they're all collecting dust, and I know that one would have ended up there, and it would have been a waste of that beautiful sword. So, great offer, but I couldn't accept it. Dustin offered me a great Super Mario plush that I already have one of, and this is something that I found with a lot of the videos. A lot of people offered me stuff that I already have, and just didn't need more of. So, but yeah, I have 3 stuffed Mario's, and one of them's on display in my movie room. 2 of them are in a tote downstairs, and after seeing the video, I went down and I looked, and sure enough, it was the exact same one I have. So, Box Tupac made actually a very valuable offer. I don't know if you realize that, dude. He offered me a couple of coins, and I nixed it because I'm just not into coins. But you want to check out that silver dollar. If it's an 1890 Carson City Morgan silver dollar, I have notes here. Um, Actually, it could be worth between like 20 and $100, so you may want to check that out. And that 1935 20 peso coin is probably around 20. And I already had the Tomb Raider comic, so you know. Who else? Oh, Dreamcast guy. One of the best offers that I got, and one of the offers where I had just about everything you offered. It was really pretty funny, like Skies of Arcadia. I have it. The Twisted Metal 4, the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, the Zombie Survival Guide, all that stuff. I have it all. So, as great as the offer was, I had to nix it. Cyrus the Virus offered a Lego version of the sales corner here at L1 Games. It was very cool, but it wasn't finished, and I was kind of thinking I wanted finished products. So Cyrus, that was actually really cool, and I appreciate it, but it wasn't finished. I was thinking maybe it would be a great little display piece here at the store, but I did have to nix it because in the end I didn't know what it was going to look like. So, um, Malix. Your stuff was really awesome, but I didn't choose it, and I'll tell you why. Um, as cool and creative and original as it was a little too girly for me. I know that's terrible of me to say. I'm sorry, and I actually feel bad for saying it, but it really was a little girly for me. However, if you want to take some close-up pictures of that stuff and send it to me, I'd love to see how it's constructed and everything. If maybe if you'd like, we can do a deal in the future, and I'd like to put some of that stuff here in the store and see if it sells. So yeah, just get with me on MySpace or something about that, and I'd love to talk to you about it. Exiled Shadow did a song, very cool, loved it, but I did have to nix it um, because there were just some better offers. But I really liked it. And if you send me an MP3 with that song and a video file, like that little flash video you did of it, if you send me both of those, you can mail it to me on a CDR, you can email it to me, or whatever you want. Just send me those 2 things so I can post them, like on my L1 group on MySpace, or on the page, or on my YouTube, and I'll give you full credit for them, of course. I'll mail you a Super Game Boy. At the end of the song you say, "For this Super Game Boy I've wanted so long," I'll mail you a Super Game Boy. So think about that. If you're interested, get with me. Um, Sister Shadows, another great offer where I had most of what you offered. Unfortunately, that Mario Ball was off the hook though, and that's why I mentioned it. Um, Grothraw made a great offer, but I don't like 24 very much at all. So, let's see. Okay, so let's get right back into the main thing here. The top three, there were, the third place definitely went to Project Reality 64, who offered me a great little lot of stuff. I was specifically interested in Third World War on Sega CD, which is why you made it to the top of the list, and you almost won. But I own Orgasmo, I own the Metal Gear DVD, and it was just another matter where I own too much of the stuff. Right behind you, and I mean neck and neck for the win. And really, the second place guy was the winner, if not for one thing. Invalid Monroe, your offer was phenomenal, but I have a tattooist who I go to. I'm actually very inked. And going to another tattooist is kind of like cheating on your woman. You just can't do it. It's not cool. You made a fantastic offer, and I mean, I know how much tattoos cost, so it was easily the most valuable offer. And it had a whole score of fantastic stuff. I even considered your offer without the tattoo. You were still second place without the tattoo. But ultimately, I couldn't go with it. And but thank you so much. It was a fantastic offer. You were that close to winning. The winner, though, is Everyone Loves Butters. And he entered my first contest. And they did a video that kind of didn't suit the needs for the first contest, although it was a good video. I really liked it. Kind of like an old school Sega review type thing. It was very cool, but it wasn't what I was looking for. But this video, I think, really, it was top notch. Your offer was great. And what I thought was really creative and interesting about it, and the reason you thought you weren't going to win was because it was stuff I couldn't use, but that's what I thought was so bold and cool about it. You offered me a bunch of stuff I can't use, but will be cool in my collection, which actually does serve me a great purpose. I'm never going to order PAL games, but I love the packaging on those Saturn games, the black label on the side and everything. I'm never going to fork up the loot for those because I'm not going to pay for something I can't use, but I would trade for it. Why not? The RC car, the Beatles album. I don't have a record player. That's another Invalid Monroe had a great album. He had a Sinatra one. I like that one even better. But the Beatles album, very cool. So yeah, that's it. Everyone Loves Butters is the winner. I'm sorry to everyone who didn't win. I wish I could have given something to everyone. You runners-up, Invalid Monroe and Project Reality, you were right there. And it was a very hard decision. So that's it. Everyone, please keep watching the videos. I have another contest coming up. It's going to be a lot sooner than this one. It's going to be a lot funnier than this one. Believe me, this next contest is going to be a trip. I just need to think up a prize, and I'm going to try to do it soon. So, thanks a ton, and I will see you all soon.